Hello, everyone, and welcome to World of Darkness News Show, the last one before this year's Month of Darkness, launching this Saturday. We're super excited to share with you 31 things. Every single day of the month, you're going to get some freebies, news, sneak peeks, and more. And today, joining me are folks from Renegade Game Studios telling me what they prepared for Month of Darkness, but also updates about the things already announced and more news that you're probably waiting for. So let's get straight into it. Hello, Jordan and Matt, and thank you so much for joining today to talk about Month of Darkness and everything that Renegade has planned for this super spooky, horror-themed October. And
Yes,
yes, let's before we start, for those of our audience who haven't met you just yet, could I get a very quick introduction from you, Jordan? Starting with you.
sure. So I'm the community manager for Renegade. I hang out in all of our social spaces. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Discord. I interact with the community quite a bit. And yeah, I'm just kind of the person who says all the stuff.
And you can also find Jordan a lot on our World of Darkness Discord if you want to talk to him.
Yep,
And
I'm
now,
on there.
Matt's.
I am the sales and marketing program manager. So I do a lot of stuff in the background related to sales and marketing. Imagine I also do the organized play for Vampire Rivals, the expandable card game too.
Awesome. So, well, let's kick it off by just in general terms, starting with you, Jordan. What is Renegade planning for the month of darkness? I know we have a very busy schedule. Every single day in October is going to have something being revealed and something being shared. But how are you folks contributing to that?
So, Month of Darkness is going to be very big for us. We have got just kind of like our other month type celebration events where, you know, how we did Hunter Month. We are going to be putting out 4 content drops, 1 per week. So, stay tuned on Wednesdays. You'll see those. I'm not going to reveal what they are yet. That'll be a surprise, but they're very cool. So, I can say we're all very excited to see these ourselves. The other big piece of the news is that we are going to be telling 2 stories through Hunter Month in actual play form. So I'm sure many of you are familiar with what a one-shot is. Essentially, it's a story told in one session. So one night, beginning to end, you experience the entirety of the story. We are going to be doing 2 shots, one for Hunter, one for Vampire, because the way that we are going to be running the Month of Darkness is it's basically going to be split. 50% will focus on Hunter, 50% on Vampire. So yeah, Diana D'Amico is coming back as storyteller. And yeah, we're going to be telling 2 stories. And something that's really neat about these stories is that our Hunter character creation competition that a lot of you guys participated in for Hunter Month a couple months back on our Discord server, the winner of that competition got to have their character actually featured in a future actual play. And this is that actual play. So Dr. Dahlia Dior will be featured in one of these actual plays, most likely the Hunter one. I'm not going to spoil it because I want you guys to be surprised with the narrative. But yeah, stay tuned. It's going to be very, very cool. Aside from that, we are also doing giveaways on the Discord server. So if you're not on the Renegade Discord server, be sure to hop on there. We'll be doing giveaways for Hunter and Vampire products throughout the month. We also will have another Discord character creation competition running throughout the month. We're going to be doing Vampire this time. We just got Hunter, so we're going to pay a little more attention to Vampire. I think it's going to be really cool to see your guys' Vampire the Masquerade original characters. And then we also, this is sort of a big piece of news for purchases. It's our promo for the month. Any World of Darkness purchases throughout the entirety of the Month of Darkness will receive an oversized D10, a dice bag for Hunter, and 5 Rivals cards featuring the cast of the Nightlife, which is really, really neat.
Yeah.
This is great. And before we'll jump, because I really want to ask a lot of questions about Rivals, because I'm sure that you guys are cooking something super cool about that. I want to make sure the character creation competition for Vampire, will that be going on for the whole month on your server?
It will. So yeah, the way that our month is structured right now, we're going to focus on Hunter first. So the first 2 weeks, we'll be putting out our Hunter content. We'll run the 2-shot story for Hunter, but we are going to start it earlier. That way you guys can just start putting your characters in, but the voting process will take place in the latter end of the month when we're focusing on Vampire. So that last week of the month, all the community will be voting and a winner will be selected. And we do have some very cool prizes for that in mind. I'm still touching base with a couple people internally to make sure that we're allowed to do them, but they are going to be very cool one way or the other. We've got some really neat options, so I'm excited to share that as well.
Well, I can insert a spoiler from my end as well then, that throughout the month there are going to be some help materials which are going to be released for those of you who are making your Vampire the Masquerade characters from our side as well. So
Nice.
this is going to be something that definitely is going to help the people participate in this contest. And in the meantime, I would love to jump to you, Matt, because I would love to know what are you planning from the Rivals front?
Sure. Well, we had a fantastic North American Continental Conclave at Gen Con back in August. We had a great turnout. We had 10 princes show up from people who'd won our Prince of the City events. Just had a great time, and we had some great news recently. Able to announce our European dates for the European Continental Conclave. So this is our biggest sort of organized play event happening in Europe. That is November 19th and 20th in Toulouse, France. So we've partnered with our Renegade France team to put this off and make it just another really exciting event with side events, really fantastic prizes. I've got some acrylic agenda. You can't see that at all. Acrylic agenda tokens that maybe we'll get Martina a picture to throw on screen.
Perfect.
All the same prizes that people had available at Gen Con. And all the details will be posted at vampirerivals.com if you are in Europe or want a vacation to Europe and want to attend that event. But it's not just these big tournaments. With a lot of stores kind of getting back into the groove of running events with the new organized play kits that we just have coming out right now, and our latest expansion, Heart of Europe, which takes Rivals from San Francisco to the historic city of Prague. There's never been a better time to kind of get people into the game and get people out there and playing. So we're kicking off two new things that I think are pretty exciting to incentivize both players and stores to get out there and run and promote people playing Rivals in stores. So the first one is targeted at the players. I call it the Coterie program. So if you are a player who is out there evangelizing, out there running tournaments, running demos, teaching players, you'll be able to report to Renegade these events that you run starting in September 24th. So it's already begun through the end of the year. And if you run 5 qualifying events, which are just really any event in a store helping promote Rivals, you send in those reports, you'll send some pictures, some details like that. You'll be entered to win some prizes. We'll draw those prizes in early 2023. You can win gift cards. You can win some of the special Haven and agenda cards from Rivals that we've made for Prince of the City events. These are plastic and just like premium components. But the best prize is 3 players are going to get a prize that has only been available to like big tournament winners, and that is getting yourself turned into a vampire in the game. So we will.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's very exciting to kind of get immortalized like that. As a kindred, as a vampire, we'll get your likeness turned into card art. We'll create a character that you can then play, and anyone can play as a promo card in the game. So those people who maybe aren't the super competitive, but they love the game and they love promoting it, this is a way for them to get that kind of ultimate prize. But it's not just players. So
that's really awesome. I just wanted to very quickly ask, so because I know that now we are slowly coming back to life on all of the fronts when it comes to conventions and everything. Is the culture of playing in the stores coming back as well?
Yes. So we've talked to a lot of retailers at Gen Con, at some of these other retailer-centric events more recently, and they're starting to come back and have more interest in running events. So this is the perfect time for us to kick off an initiative like this.
Amazing.
And then for the stores, we want to incentivize them too. So we'll have the players who want to help out and run these events, and for the stores, if they run at least 3 events from September 24th to the end of the year, they're also entered to win prizes, but they're a little bit more, store centric. They can win organized play kits. They can win a $500 like Renegade spending spree to just spend it on Renegade product that they can then sell. And then one store is actually going to win a similar prize to the players, where we're making a game shop promo card. It's a haven, so it's a place that this coterie has set up. The people think they're just running D&D or you're running Vampire the Masquerade in there. But hey, it's actually their haven, and we're going to turn the winning game store into the art for that card, and then make that available to retailers at no cost next year as a promo card.
Super nice. Actually, when we asked on Twitter of what kind of things people would like to see for Month of Darkness, we got multiple replies of people saying that they would like to see new Renegade Survivals cards. So thank you
Oh,
so much for thank you so much for coming up with these super cool ideas. And speaking of which, I want to just to tease people a little bit more, especially those who want more cards. What kind of cards are going to be included in the free purchases for in the bonus for the purchases on Renegade Store?
So that's a set of 5 cards. It is the 4 main characters from the Nightlife actual play that Renegade has been running. We're in our 2nd season currently, and then also Diana D'Amico. She appears in there as her own vampire character as well. So these are 5 new characters, 5 different clans that will be available to use in the game like any other vampire. We will also in October be wrapping up our previews of the newest announced expansion, The Dragon and the Rogue, which adds
Mm.
the Simichi and the Ravnos. So we've been showing off some of those cards. We'll wrap that up during Month of Darkness to show off 2 new clans that'll be coming later this year.
This is great. And with that in mind, I wonder, after all of these expansions and you being involved in playtesting and designing the game, could you let me know which is your favorite clan to play now?
Uh, I really enjoy Thin Bloods.
Hmm?
They're getting some new cards coming out in these new expansions and some of the promos that are gonna give them some nice boosts. And they have a play style that really appeals to me, where they can get a lot done because they can have so many bodies on the field, and that appeals to me. So I'm actually gonna be a gangrel in the game at some point here in the future, because at Christmas we all got ourselves as vampires in art that'll appear in future products. So I do have a
Awesome.
soft spot for them too.
Right. Yeah, I can't wait to play more as Fimblots because they do sound like my gem as well. And in the meantime, a lot of people are asking us what is up with the already announced products that we are waiting for, including Player's Guide and, of course, this super awesome Book of Not Deluxe Edition. Jordan, can you give us an update for that?
Absolutely. Yeah, we definitely wanted to bring an update for those items. I know they're highly anticipated. We're very excited for them as well. Starting with the player's guide. So that one, we originally said it was coming in the summer. However, we're putting a lot of time and care into these products to make sure they turn out the way that we want them to. So this one is going to experience a delay. It'll come a little bit later, but it's still coming very soon. We're almost done with it. It's mostly written. So yeah, we're still just working out the small details and making sure it comes out exactly how we want it, because this is going to be an important product that really appeals to new players. And that's so important, right, to build this upon this community, which is already so amazing. And then I also wanted to mention the Deluxe Book of Nod product. So that one is going to be coming in 2023. This one has gotten a bit of a delay already. And the reason for that is because it is just such a massive product. I mean, this is quite honestly the biggest product that we have ever put out. It has so many cool things. But I did want to announce
Not the usual things. It's not the usual stuff that we make. It's not punch and just a book. So many components have evolved back and forth with factories that are open or closed, or just having all these different issues these last year and a half, 2 years.
Yep.
But it's looking really awesome.
And speaking of things that we don't usually make, the RPG department, in light of these delays, is taking the time to actually build upon the product. So folks who already pre-ordered this are going to be getting new stuff added to it free of cost. They pre-ordered something that they saw with listed components, but we are adding more stuff, and all that stuff will just be included with previous orders. Yeah.
All right. So we are going to be waiting for the blog post, which is going to be either it's already out when we are putting this episode out, or it's going to be out soon, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, perfect. All right, I am super excited for the Month of Darkness. Please let me know if you have anything more to tell our community before October begins.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're very excited too. Thank you so much for having us.
Stay tuned and really just be excited for everything coming.
Yeah.
I am super excited for everything that we have on the line and can't wait to see what you guys are cooking. And in the meantime, thank you so much, Jordan and Matt, for joining me today. That was a pleasure to talk to you, and see you in the Month of Darkness.
Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much for tuning in to the interview that we had with Renegade folks, and I hope that these updates are going to give you something to wait for in October and going on with our upcoming releases. We are definitely waiting very much for Player's Guide, Blood Seizures, and the Book of the Deluxe Edition to reach our fans, and we cannot wait for what you will think about them, because there's a lot of love being put into all three. And speaking of love and the family and the things that we love doing, New York by Night Season 2 begins tomorrow with the storyteller Jason Carl and the new cast, which we've announced already, but for those of you who don't know why the new cast is happening in here, it's because the second season covers the Camarilla part of the story, with the first season being about the Anarchs, second Camarilla, and the third one where the two countries clash together. This is going to be pretty interesting indeed. And time-wise, if you are waiting to tune in live to New York by Night, this is going to be just the same as it was with season 1, where the live Twitch stream happens on Fridays at 7 p.m. PST, and then during the weekend the VOD is available for subscribers, and on Mondays we are restreaming everything to YouTube on the evenings European time, and later on everything is available for you to watch anytime on demand on YouTube. We are also going to stream Club Auspex and of course Hunter Garage, the very first official actual play for Hunter Garage, for Hunter Reckoning, and that's going to also happen in October. So a very busy streaming schedule. If you want to make sure that you're notified about our streams on our Discord, we've set up a new role. We don't want to spam everyone with the pings for every single stream we do. So if you are interested in getting specifically announcements about the streams for What News, New York by Night, Club Aspects, Hunter Garage, and anything else we do on Twitch, you can go to our Discord, go to the role selection channel, and click on the I button, which is going to be right there for people who are watching our streams. So yeah, thank you so much for over 200 people who clicked that button already to get notified about our streams, and do let us know how you enjoy season 2 of New York by Night, because that's going to have a little bit of a different vibe, and I can't wait to see what people will think about this one. And speaking about the celebrations, Month of Darkness begins this Saturday. We are 48 hours, right, before it starts. And we've been working for a long time and very hard in order to bring you 31 things every single day, no matter if a weekend or a weekday. We're going to release something new for you. A sneak peek, a freebie, news, stuff that you might be waiting for, stuff that you didn't know you were waiting for and didn't know you wanted before, but you're going to get them anyway. So as usual, you can check out worldofdarkness.com for the last year's Month of Darkness. We had a lot of community fun last year with people opening basically the little windows like in an advent calendar every day and seeing what's prepared. This year is not going to be different. We're going to have a lot of stuff and a lot of new stuff which we prepared for you. One thing that people were waiting for out of our creators from the community, artists, poets, writers, cosplayers, photographers, people who create things in various different ways, we're waiting for our Vamptober prompts, which of course are going to be released on October the 1st, but we've made a promise to give you a sneak peek early in order to give a little bit more of a heads up for people who want to start working on things already. So please tune into our social media today if you're watching us on Twitch, and tomorrow, and already if you're watching us on YouTube, it's already on, for the very first prompt for Vamptober and Hunttober, because this year we're going to have two sets of prompts for those of you who either want to explore the vampiric theme or maybe the general monster and monster hunting theme, which we're going to introduce with Hunttober. What is Vamptober? Well, it's 31 prompts during which you can basically post things on social media, and these can be based on your drawings, sketches, poems, writings, even character sheets, everything that you are basically creative in and want to showcase your abilities in, and we're going to showcase them every week in Vamily Spotlight as well as on social media and everywhere we can, really. There's a lot of buzz around Vamptober everywhere. We've seen people doing multiple different creative things for the prompts last year, and yeah, we're going to share the first few prompts today and all 31 prompts on Saturday. So I hope you will check in with me to see what these prompts are going to be. Huge thanks to Hadi von Schland, who's here with me in the chat and who's going to join me in a moment when we are going to do Vamily Spotlight, for helping us this year with the Vamptober prompts, because that was super cool and she came up with some really good ones. All right, I'm going to join Hattie and see if she's awaiting me for showing what the community is up to right now and what have been people doing. Let's see. Hello, Hattie, can you hear me?
As per usual, right when I hear you go, oh, I'm gonna see if she's my cat unplugged my microphone.
Oh no!
It's just
Not
like, I don't know,
the
maybe the
cats.
fourth, fifth, sixth time this has happened.
This is amazing.
Oh, God.
I'm going to show you to everyone here. Beautiful. All right, let me just put this here, put this here. Oh no, now you're not visible. Wait.
I
Going
have to
put
be
you there.
visible. You have to see my skeleton earrings. I wore them just for you.
You have skeleton. Oh my goodness, they're beautiful. Look at them.
It's a whole skeleton.
And also, for some reason, I've made you bigger on my screen right now. So
Oops.
this is great. This is perfect. Everything works just all right. Going to make you smaller. All right. I love them. Is this the getting ready for the spooky season?
Yeah, I
season
couldn't
thing?
wait. It's
I
what,
see.
2 more days or 1 more day. I couldn't wait.
I am going to do the same. I'm going to cover myself with my skeleton blanket, and I'm going to be spoopy because this is the spoopy time. All right, let's start with the top left. Who do we have here?
Yeah. Okay, so just this board very much this week, something I wouldn't have expected when I started being a community ambassador is that must be some sort of meeting that the creators go to, some sort of collective meeting where they go, okay, the theme this week is, because it's, I don't know, it's some sort of unspoken thing where everyone gets in the mood for a certain clan, and this week is Toreador. There were so many Toreador art. I wanted to feature them all, but it would have been an all Toreador board.
Okay, so as an artist, I can let you in on a secret, but
Oh,
don't tell
okay.
anyone. We're absolutely not on the live stream right now, so it's not like everyone will know. But artists are basically mushrooms. Like we have the group consciousness, and we share thoughts with each other. It's basically like
Right.
a madness network, but it works like in a
Right.
fungal way, and that's why.
Some sort of hive mind. Okay,
Yes.
I got you.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not in it,
but I don't
obviously.
mind because this is gorgeous.
Yeah. So the first one is from Zara H. This is Victor, the 1940 Toreador from our VTM game. And of course, it's gorgeous. All of their artwork is gorgeous. But I was trying to figure out whether they are holding a handkerchief and trying to wipe the blood away, or if they are removing their shirt, if that's from it being unbuttoned. And I couldn't figure it out, but I wanted to know.
I want both to happen. This is gorgeous. And for some reason, the face reminds me of the actor that plays in the upcoming Interview with the Vampire,
Same.
the new one.
Who plays Louis? Yeah, same.
I am so excited for this one. I know that the community is kind of like, in between on this. Like, is it going to be, like, the movie was great, so is it going to be any good like that? But I am just waiting. I am anticipating.
Yes, so much. Big Anne Rice fan here. Big Interview with the Vampire fan. I can't wait.
From what I've seen in the trailer, Toreador fans, you're going to be happy. Just want to say that.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it's so much Toreador.
We'll see. And the next one we have from Mango Maxalsa, Meow Meow. What is it?
Well, if Jason's in the chat, he should already know what this is, but you can go ahead and play
it. Let's check it out.
Dark academic meow meow. Dark academic meow meow.
I love how people are using this as a sound right now. That was Jason Carl's voice. For those of you who don't know TikTok and who are not on TikTok, this is what you get on TikTok. Jason Carl saying dark academic meow meow.
To be fair, he sent the audio. What was I supposed to do? Not put it on TikTok?
Exactly. What did we expect to happen? Of course, people are going to use this audio and say dark academic meow meow. Amazing.
I loved it. It was so funny.
And look at the radical Orpheus.
Yeah, I thought you would enjoy this very much. My VTM group has a beach episode tomorrow.
I love how they are wearing sunglasses and the swimsuits and being all like, we are supposed to bask in the light of a bloody moon.
Yeah. Just the idea of everyone. I think during the run of LA by Night, there were a few times where Jason teased the idea of like doing a beach episode or like going to the Santa Monica Pier or something like that. But just the idea of having a VTM game where everyone goes to the beach just tickles me. I don't know. I want to do one now.
I mean, I do want to do one, but it's like sort of a depressive PTM mind tells me that it has to end with someone staying on the beach and just like basking in the sun.
Sure.
Because that's, the tragedy has to be there. So you know what? I'm all in. Also, it will end in tears.
Yes, it's very why not both.
I love it. And now from our unicorn.
Yes, so it's been a while since we featured our unicorn, but they have not stopped creating. I literally can't keep up with how often they are making this amazing Malkavian art. I'm always consistently blown away by it, but this is just one of their latest ones. I like you. You're fun. You are just my kind of crazy. The detail work is
Yep.
is a broken mirror.
And if you see someone's forehead looking like that, run. Just run.
Run.
This is so cool. I love it. And it does say Sabat to me very, very much.
Yes. I mean, they have a Malkavian character that they draw that does not have that symbol, has a Camarilla symbol on, but the Sabat ones tend to be my favorite because they are usually this unhinged.
Yeah, and no, this is actually really great. I wonder what this band-aid is in here because it looks gold, and also I think it's actually an earring, like a piercing.
I think it's supposed to be, yes.
All right, let's jump straight into Little Red Dot, which actually I've seen this on Twitter, and I didn't recognize Little Red Dot. It's amazing. Like this is such a change.
Yes. Okay. So, of course, Little Red Dot is very popular in the community, but the Pod by Night group, who ran Stitch of Fate, they are starting a new chronicle called Scot Free, and it is an Anarch chronicle. I believe it's also taking place in New York. And they've switched things up a little bit where Mathis is now playing and Josh is being the storyteller, and they have some new cast. And Little Red Dot, who played a Toreador previously, is now playing a Thin Blood named Candy.
Amazing. And yeah, the change is great. The hair is absolutely amazing. And just want to say, when I see a t-shirt like that after the night in question, I see like this used to be a white t-shirt, but now it's stained in blood. That's what I see. And look at these colors in here from Rowan's Rose.
Yeah, so we have a Tremere art. No, not all Toreador here. But who's gonna rise when saints pray to sinners? The Tremere regent of our Las Vegas game. I would love to meet a Tremere who dresses like this. That's my goal now as a vampire player.
No, but this is like a great color combination. Awesome pairing of red with cyan. Really, really good silhouette and very good.
Is that what that color is? Cyan?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's like teal cyan thing. Basically. But
I'm like mostly colorblind. Like I can't, like if I see pink and gray together, I really can't tell them apart. So I have to trust you.
I can then, if you trust me, you say, I
I
can be a
do.
minister and tell you this is actually pink.
I would believe you. I'd be like, oh, okay. Usually when people say, actually, that's not that color, it's this color, I usually go, okay.
I have to mischievously use it one day. And I recognize this face from the thumbnail, Laura Tutu.
This was shared during BIPOC Vamp Week, which was last week.
Oh yeah, let's check it out.
All I have to do is touch you.
They're always so creepy every single time.
All I have to do.
And like the makeup, the general vibe, the red lights, and everything they do is just like so Vampire the Masquerade, and I just love the vibe. It's so good. Every time you push Laura's TikToks my way, I'm just like, yes, doing more.
Yeah, well, this is her vampire or Toreador character, OC Toreador character, and it just encapsulates everything that I imagine from a 5th edition Toreador. So I love it so much.
So good. Yeah, 5th edition Toreador are. I mean, they were always very creepy, but they just like they never stop being one of the creepiest vampires in my book. Which is
I mean, I will literally die on the hill that presence and dominate are 2 of the scariest powers in Vampire the Masquerade.
True. Yeah.
I will die on that hill.
Whip the shadows on me anytime. Punch my face with potence. It's great, but dominate in presence. No, that's that last ones I would be happy with. Maybe Auspex. Imagine someone being able to read your aura and your past and
no thanks.
For your future.
No thank you.
No thank you.
Any mental manipulation really like freaks me out, but in in a good way. So I definitely believe that about Toreador and Venture and all those other ones.
And now we have Farrah Kalin with, again, a very good vampire makeup.
I believe this is art. it's not a cosplay, is it?
It is art, yes.
It is, yes. Okay, good.
Painting.
When I first looked at it, I was like, this looks real.
I mean, from a distance, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you close to it, you can see the brush strokes.
Okay.
Super cool.
Good. I thought maybe like I was, mistaken. This is Anarch Toreador, a brilliant musician with a notoriously short fuse and the star of every club he ever steps into.
You were totally right with the theme of this week being Toreador, and people are so into the roses. I mean, it's probably because Interview of the Vampire is coming. But the jewelry looks beautiful. The hair looks really good. I love the strokes in here. So much work put into the detail and shadows in here. It's super, super nice. I love the lace here on the top of part of the dress that they're wearing, or a shirt. Great. Absolutely great. Love the palettes. Love everything. And I love how they use a little bit of a gray on the skin.
Yeah, I
which
noticed
makes
that.
which makes it a little bit more dead looking, even under the whole makeup. So nice.
Not using Blush of Life then.
Not using Blush of Life, but because you don't have to. You don't have to. And now we have Nala Wu.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see.
I love rules. Rules are my favorite thing. I love enforcing rules on. I love rules. Rules are my favorite thing. I love.
I thought you would enjoy that.
enforcing rules on-
Or at the very least, Veronica would
Rules are
enjoy
my
that.
favorite
I
thing.
think we should
love
definitely make this like a prompt for people. No one, absolutely no one, declan. You know,
Yes.
this is something that definitely like works as a very good prompt.
This is actually something that went around on VTM Talk, I think, in 2020. So this was actually a repost for BIPOC Vamp Week from Nalawu.
Super nice. And I assume Nala who also has more VTM content
They
on
do.
TikTok. Perfect. I'll go check it out after this.
Mhm.
And now we have Kitsune Charms. Yeah.
Yeah. What clan do you think it is? What clan do you think?
Probably
What clan?
true. No, it's Toreador, of course. And look at
Well,
this
of course,
rose in
the
here.
rose lapel pin. Yeah.
But like look at this whole photo. It just like it's so pretty. It's so
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah. And it doesn't. That's one of the things I really like about Toreador is that
Yeah.
it's for some reason it doesn't matter. They could be really creepy, but they're
Yeah.
just so pretty. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. And this also reminds me of the fact how much I'm waiting for Saturnalia, which is the LARP organized by Night Studios, which happens in November in New Orleans. And I've seen recently on their Discord server the statistics of what clans people are applying as. And basically for every new character of other clan joining, there's yet another Toreador signing up. So it's like 30,
Wow.
30% Toreadors. And all the rest is basically like single members.
I mean,
of
that
other
just fit the environment in New Orleans, very much has, again, bring up Anne Rice, has the, Anne Rice,
Yeah.
old Anne Rice feel. Definitely. You got to have a lot of Toreador. They have to be populating that city.
And it's not like I'm laughing at people because I'm guilty that myself. I am going to play a Toreador too. So it's, yeah.
That's perfect.
We're
How
just all going
perfect.
to go as Toreador. So good. And I'll have my sire there, played by Alice Haas from Night Studios. Thank you so much, Alice, for offering to be my sire.
Oh,
So,
amazing.
yeah, it's going to be awesome. So, yeah. Let's go to Dreams SI.
Mhm.
Another Toreador.
Yes. Toreador Victoria. And this time we have an actual, an artist.
An actual
An
artist.
actual artist.
Does it happen?
As opposed to a critic.
Yeah.
And it looks like, and at first I thought they were painting with blood, but again, like I've told you before, color's hard for me. I noticed there were other colors at the bottom. So I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
there are Toreador who paints with blood, amazing. And then later I noticed the other colors.
I mean, maybe she's adding a bit of the blood into the red paint in order for it to look. I mean, honestly though, and don't tell me how I know this. If you paint with blood, it does turn more brown than. red.
That's true.
Yeah, so you're not going to get like a proper red color with blood, but
You'd have to pigment the blood.
would have to pigment, or it would have to be. Don't ask how I know this. It would have to be your not vein blood, because vein blood is the one that turns brown quickly, but
It oxidizes, yeah.
the one that goes the other way. They go from how do you call them in English? The things that pump the heart from the heart and not to the heart.
Yes,
English
I know what you mean. Not the
Yeah.
veins, but the
It's tendnica in Polish, okay? You can learn this one. Tendnica.
I-
That's the word.
you can't. It's too much German in my. in my brain, I forget English all the time now because I'm not actually like actively speaking it. I'm typing it so that I don't forget, but speaking it, don't ask me to.
That tells us that it's arteries. Yes,
Arteries. Yes,
exactly.
that is exactly
So
what it is.
the arterial blood is actually of the brighter color. So probably you will have better luck using arterial blood in order to pay. But don't do it at home. Not like I'm suggesting to do it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you nicked the femoral artery by accident, and you're not going to have a good time.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it unless don't do
Unless a
it.
toreador asks you to, of course. That's different.
Unless you just really need to survive, there's no other way but to get someone that arterial blood. But normally don't. All right, and we have LA by night, New York by night, the beautiful portraits from Renwick.
Right. So last week we shared Fuego and Ray, and I said they hadn't finished the Seraph portrait yet, but now the Seraph portrait is here. So we have Isaac and Seraph.
Beautiful, and I love I know exactly which photo of Alex they used here to get a reference, because it's one of my favorite photos of the whole.
Mine too, yeah.
That's why I used it as the last thumbnail for the last season, because I was like, nah, this is the one, like, Isaac just looking at the shit unfolding, like, just so happy. So yeah, beautiful, love the colors. It's something that could be graffitied on the wall, and I would love to be like live in a city where you have this on the wall. So nice. All right, and now we go for Never Trust an Oracle.
Yeah, just, of course, Tumblr, always with their hot takes, always hilarious. I'm really loving the contrast between Jasper, the unintentionally hot Nosferatu, and Isaac, the Tzimisce who got vicissitude and immediately used it to make himself hotter, which is factually true.
We had the conversation about this in character on the night in question, where I asked Tzimisce, playing, a baby vampire who doesn't really understand anything going on, learning about the vicissitude, which my vampire has done like 1 hour after the embrace. It was like, why doesn't all of you look like Naomi Campbell? Like, what's wrong with you? So yeah, I mean, let's face it, I'll probably do the same. I would just immediately visit myself.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, I've never really had a character concept for Tzimisce, but that's absolutely the first thing I would do.
Yeah. Just today I was saying that I need to be taller by like 5 centimeters in order to reach the high shelves. So I will just make myself taller.
No, so you're just gonna stretch the bones just so be like extra lanky.
Yeah, I want like extra, like super long legs and just like a super short torso. So I'm going to be just like the slender man, and my
just a walking masquerade breach is what you're saying.
I will prolong my hands so I look like a slender man, because that's my aesthetic. All right, and we have Rod Doodle.
Yes. So this was a 4 a.m. brain fart between me and another fellow Vampire the Masquerade enthusiast, Jasper from LA by Night, as a Sphinx cat. Come on, Jasper, we gotta go. Growls. I mean, it's just perfect. You know what's so funny is I saw this picture before I read the description, and I knew exactly it was meant to be Jasper.
Yeah, I mean, someone should definitely draw all LA by Night and New York by Night characters as cats.
Yes.
I will definitely very much wrote this.
Yes.
Oh no, and after a great fun of this picture, my heart is going to be broken.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hadi.
I'm sorry. She wanted to bring him light, but his darkness only ate them both. Evangeline Dawn, which I don't know if Eva's last name was ever revealed in LA by Night. I don't think so, but Josephine did reveal it on a stream not too long ago. Played by Josephine McAdam, and Jasper Hartward played by Alex Ward.
Never knew that the full name was Evangeline Dawn. It's a beautiful name.
Well, we knew it was Evangeline, but Dawn, I really don't think it ever came up.
So this is beautiful, but I want to say one thing, and I know this wasn't the artist's intention, but if you look at it from a different angle, it kind of looks like cry bleeding Jasper is he's basically hurting the eyes of Eva and just like getting the blood out, which is like, it will be super cool actually. Like, let's face it.
Just a twist to the story.
We will never see anyone else again, said Jasper, by poking his own eyes with his nails and then poking Eva's eyes with his nails.
Wow. That was a dark place you took that to. Darker than the subject matter already.
I know, but you know, like you can have some darkness, you can have some light, you can have.
So this is
Jasper.
why you can't have a beach episode in a Chronicle You
know.
Run.
I know.
I get it now.
I would make it very sad in the end, or very brutal, and everyone would die. But this is great. I love it.
Oh man.
And now we go on to New York by Night with Yuska.
Yep. Yuska, the second season of New York by Night is coming soon. That is correct. And until then, I finally got time to draw Ray. Look at this classy man.
Gorgeous, so beautiful. It's like I like, you know, because that's the thing. Usually when you draw characters, you really have to have a lot of self-determination to draw the background. It's like
Oh, really?
it takes more time to draw the background. So kudos for actually taking your time and making sure that the whole setting is so nicely. And
I love it. I mean, I could picture literally Joey Russell sitting in that armchair and posing for this and having it drawn. It's perfect.
one comment though, Joey looks really calm here.
Well, I think, well, yeah, so I guess Joey portraying Ray.
Yeah.
I think this is more Joey than Ray.
Yeah, this is more Joey than Ray.
That's
Yeah,
a good
definitely.
point.
Like you could make
Just turn the eyebrows this way.
Yeah, and the hands like this, like he's waiting to kill the cameraman.
I don't know. The hands are sort of like
Oh yeah, like
they are. Just, yeah.
That's so true.
Oh no.
Ray. We all love Ray and
We do.
Volatility. That's the word, right? Volatility.
Volatile.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I do.
Yeah, being like a little flame that is about to burst out.
He is our favorite angry gang girl.
Girl, exactly. It's a nice trope, and we
Yep.
should like we should like this. All right, thank you so much, Hattie, for this wonderful, wonderful list. I assume we're going to have a lot of work with this one as Vamptober and Hanstober are going to start. So I can't wait for this to feel with all the Month of Darkness stuff.
I'm ready.
I'm ready too. I mean, I'm not ready mentally, but I think I am.
No,
I'm
you were
not.
when you said 48 hours on stream, I was like the sweat emoji. I was like,
Yes. I can't wait though. I can't wait for this to start. I can't wait for everyone to see cooking for such a long time. And yeah, I hope you there with me, Hattie, holding my virtual hands and sweating together.
every step of the way, I'm there.
Thank you so much, and see you on the Vamily Spotlight next.
Bye. Thank you.
And with that in mind, thank you so much for joining us today for World of Darkness News. I'm going to be back here next week, but do make sure to tune into the very beginning of Season 2 of New York by Night on Friday in the evening, PST time, 7 p.m. PST, and on Monday on YouTube, European evening. I will be also posting the Vamptober and Handtober first prompts on social media, so the very first place that you're going to see them is Twitter. So go to twitter.com/World of Darkness very soon. And you can always catch us on Discord. Thank you so much for joining us and enjoy Month of Darkness. It's going to be awesome. Thank you and bye.